So jumping into it, I'm hydrating my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Magic Balm. Then I'm going to grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade in Chocolate and an eyebrow brush to define my brows. I like to use the pomade to really define and make the lines crisp, as well as add to the end of the brows where it's a little bare. I try to keep the front of the brows free of product as much as I can. With the Anastasia brow powder, I believe this is in chocolate as well. I just fill in the brow where there may be gaps, and I also fill the front of the brow with the lighter shade in this duo. Taking this concealer from Covergirl, I don't know if it's still available actually, and a small concealer brush, I'm just going to clean up the brow. This will give me a really sharp and clean brow. To prime the eyelid, I'm going to take MAC's Painterly Paint Pot with a concealer brush from BH Cosmetics. Taking the Stila palette, I'm going to grab the off-white shade with the MAC 224 blending brush. I'm dusting this all over the lid to set the primer, and this is going to help blend all the other shadows after. Grabbing the light brown shade with the same 224 blending brush from MAC, I'm just going to apply this on the crease, and I'm going to apply it all over the crease, so from the inner to the outer corner, and I'm just really going to pack on this product and get it as dark and as intense as I want it to be. Grabbing this orangey shade from that same palette, I'm just gonna put this right underneath where I put the previous color in the crease. Again, I'm going to put this in the inner and outer corner of the eyes and just keep blending it out to make sure that there's no harsh lines. And as you can see, I'm keeping the middle of the eye completely free of product. Grabbing this kind of purpley brown shade with a pencil brush from MAC, I'm just putting this on the inner and outer corner again, just to intensify the inner and outer corner, blending it out to make sure that there's no harsh lines, and again, keeping the center of the eye free of product. Grabbing the shade Half Baked from the Naked palette, I'm just putting this in the center of the eye where we left it free of product, and really just packing this gold color in there. I'm grabbing the MAC Pigment in Old Gold and just packing that on top of the Half Baked shadow we put down. Taking the dark brown color in the palette, I'm just putting that on the top lash line. Taking some mascara, this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, and I'm just adding a few coats to my top lashes. To prime my face, I'm taking the Mercier Hydrating Primer, and I'm just going to apply that all over the face. Then I'm taking the Smashbox Primer and also applying that all over the face. To color correct, I'm just taking this NYX Peachy Concealer and applying that with a oval brush under the eyes. The foundation I'm using today is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I'm in the color NW20, and I'm just applying it with my fingers and later blending everything out with the Real Techniques blending sponge. For concealer, I'm using MAC's Pro Longwear, and I'm also in the color NW20 in this concealer, and just applying that everywhere that I want to kind of highlight. And then of course blending everything out with the Real Techniques blending sponge. To set and bake the under eye, I'm using the Dermablend Pro Loose Setting Powder with the Real Techniques sponge. Taking that same light brown shade from the palette, I'm just going to apply this on the lower lash line. Taking that kind of purpley brown shade, I'm just applying that even closer to the lash line and then blending that and the other color together. Taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills Jumbo Eye Pencil, I'm just lining the waterline and then applying mascara to the bottom lash line. Just taking the lightest shade in the Naked palette and applying that to the inner corners. The lashes I'm using today are the Demi Wispies from Ardell. Just applying a light shade to the brow bone and then making sure to blend everything out. Now I'm just dusting away that powder that I was using to bake under the eyes. Going in with my mineralized skin finish in medium, I'm just setting the entire face with this. Taking this shade from the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, I am just bronzing up the face. And then taking the deeper shade, I'm using this to contour and chisel out the cheekbones. I'm going to use the same shade to contour and define my nose. I actually hate contouring my nose, guys. How do you guys feel about it? I love how it looks, but I hate doing it. Taking this pinky blush from the Face Shop, I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks. Taking the lightest shade in the contour palette, I'm just going to apply this under the eyes and on the bridge of the nose just to brighten it up a bit. I'm using the highlight from Physicians Formula. This is a highlight quad, and I'm using that to highlight the face. For lips, I took this NYX pencil. It didn't end up working out in the end, but yeah, I just lined my lips with that, and then I took Myth from MAC. And then I took another MAC lipstick. It's Frosted something. I forgot the name. I'll link it in the down bar. And then I went over everything with Stripped Down Lip Pencil from MAC. And this is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and leave me any comments. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave.